I didn't catch your full name, Ashley.
Linden.
Linden. No, it doesn't ring a bell.
I didn't think it would.
It's just that your face was instantly familiar to me. Well, I did see you yesterday at the club, though, didn't I?
Yes, you did. I was on my way out, although I'm surprised you noticed. You were deeply in conversation with your daughter-in-law.
Paige. Yes, I was.
Now, that is Paige Carrington, right? Not Paige Wheeler?
Not Wheeler. That's right. How observant of you to have picked up on that difference.
Well, I just have a mind for details, I guess.
I guess so.
Well, it's important in a place like this to always keep your eyes and ears open for details.
Yes, I imagine it is.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that to you, you being Mr. Wheeler's wife and all.
Oh, that's all right. You can speak freely with me.
Oh. Well, I guess I better get these files over to be copied. Terry doesn't tolerate delays.
One more question, Ashley.
Yes?
Yesterday, and again today, you acted as though we already knew each other.
We do. Although I'm not surprised that you don't recognize me since I was only 14 at the time.
14?
We met at the polo matches in Santa Barbara.
Really?
I was, with my aunt, Hildegard Finley.
Hildy Finley? I don't believe it.
Listen, we all sat around on the veranda having drinks.
Oh, I do remember. Hildy and I hadn't seen each other in, well, it must have been 10 years. You were the little girl with the braces, all those wires.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, what an education that must have been for a child, listening to Hildy and me recount old escapades.
I lived off those stories for a whole school term.
Dear Hildy, how is she?
Well, she's marvelous. Still the black sheep of the family, you know.
Oh, she was that even when we were at school together.
Now, that was in Switzerland, right?
Geneva, a lovely old school, and Lac Léman. Goodness. We were a terrible influence on each other. We turned that prim and proper boarding school on its ear many a time.
Listen, I remember wondering why they didn't send the both of you back to America.
Oh, we always stopped just short of deportation. We couldn't have stood being separated. Well, no wonder I didn't recognize you. You have changed since our last meeting.
And you haven't changed a bit. I bet I could tell you exactly what you were wearing the day that we met. I remember thinking that you were the most beautiful, elegant, sophisticated lady that I'd ever seen. And I made up my mind right then and there that when I grew up, I was going to be just like you.
Did you? Well, my. So you are Hildy's niece, and now you work at World Oil. Put these folders down. I want to find out more about Hildy's niece.
Well, now, I'm afraid that my life so far hasn't been nearly as fascinating as yours, ain't Hildy's.
There's always tomorrow, though, isn't there?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, start by telling me about your work. Do you like it here at World Oil?
I love it, and I know that I was very lucky to get a job here.
Oh, they are very particular in personnel. You must be good.
Well, I'm enthusiastic anyway.
Yes, I sense that.
There is so much room for advancement here. That's what I really like.
Well, what job do you have now?
Well, nothing permanent yet. As of today, I'm in public relations.
Interesting?
Well, it is. For a while, anyway. And once I've learned that department, I'll just move on to another one.
You're enterprising as well as bright and attractive. An unbeatable combination, I'd say.
Well, now, I don't know how unbeatable I am. Well, you see, the one position I would really like to have here, I probably won't even have a chance at.
Why not?
Because it's Terry's position. That's why I came to see her today, to ask her about her job. Oh, she's leaving, you know.
Yes, I do know.
Well, I have been hoping against hope that I'll be the one considered for her position.
I'm sure you will be.
Well, I'm not so sure.
Why is that?
I get the feeling that Terry doesn't like me very much.
Terry isn't the person who will make the final decision on this.
No, but she'll have influence on it. And Ryan Connor listens to all her ideas.
Does he? Well, Ryan Connor is only an assistant here. My husband makes all the final decisions.
I see. Well, now, does Mr. Wheeler have anyone in mind yet?
Oh, not as far as I know. The position isn't an easy one to fill.
Oh, I know. Mrs. Wheeler, it is not enough just to be merely hardworking. It's terribly demanding being an executive secretary. It also demands that you have great discretion and loyalty.
True. You also have to be a person who knows how to keep her eyes and ears open.
Yes, you certainly do.
Oh, there's nothing like a good whodunit. Thank you, Vicky.
You're welcome. So, Dennis has been here to see you every day?
Yes, I don't know how he manages the time with his job and everything.
There's always time to do the things you really want to do.
I've begun to count on seeing him walk through that door each afternoon. Time goes very slowly in this place without much to do.
Must be lonely for you.
Oh, well, now, we're in danger of feeling sorry for Elliot Carrington. That won't do at all. I'm aware I'm lucky to have anyone visit me after what I put people through. In fact, I'm damn lucky not to be in jail like any other criminal.
Elliot, don't talk that way.
I suppose there are distinct advantages to being a madman.
You are not a madman.
Well, only a madman would try to assassinate one of the wealthiest, most influential men in the country. We can't pretend I didn't do that.
No, we can't. But we can't pretend that what you did then, right out of a prison camp, can be judged by ordinary standards. Elliot, you weren't yourself when you came out of Cambodia.
Yes. Cambodia and the prison camp. The ever-present excuse for all my actions.
It is not an excuse.
One hell of a lot of guys came out of the same war experience. They didn't bring the war back with them into civilian life. Vicky, there's no easy way out for me. Thank you for trying.
Will you do me one favor? Will you stop making so many harsh judgments against yourself? Let your memory come back and then look at the whole picture.
I'd give anything if I could remember any of the details. I try and try, but it's always a blank.
It'll come back to you.
The time period just before they brought me into the hospital. I know there's something important there. And it's just out of reach.
Don't try to force everything at once.
Did it ever occur to you that I might be fooling myself? And everyone else?
What?
Or maybe I'm hiding behind this curtain of amnesia. Too terrified to look at what I've done. Yet I'm going to have to face it sooner or later.
Elliot, you've never been a man to hide behind anything, no matter how unpleasant. And you're not hiding now.
It's sort of like trying to figure out my own personal whodunit, isn't it?
You just have to give yourself time. Plenty of time.
Well, heaven knows there's plenty of time here.